Okay, so yesterday morning we talked about in our youth service about the church. We took the last story from our storying that we've been going through, and it was teaching us about church and just how God called the disciples out, and He said, "Look, I want you to go and I want you to make more disciples. I want you to keep creating these little groups of people that can get together and share meals and eat food and talk about God and the ministry that they saw when Jesus, was here, and to tell others about it, and they can reach out to their communities. Because if there's more than just your group, you'll reach more people, and the kingdom of God will just continue to grow and grow and grow as we all anticipate when I return." So He says that to them. And that's how church gets started. That's the basic beginning right there of church. So they went out and they made these little pockets of people everywhere. And church began, and now today we're sitting here in this little pocket of the back corner of Alliance, or right on the edge of Hartville and Atwater, and it's our pocket of people, it's our place, and it's church. And the reason I bring this up is because on vacation I was reading this book called The Holy Longing by Ronald Rolheiser, and he talks about church in a way that I needed to hear, because church can be frustrating sometimes. There's people in it you don't like. There's people that just seem to make life a little bit harder for you. And the church just seems to make a lot of mistakes, and its sin is sometimes very evident, almost too evident in church. But this book that I was reading reminded me that how can you ever expect a group of sinful people to get together and to not continually produce sin? There's going to be sin in church. There's going to be people I don't like. There's going to be times that we make mistakes. We're going to use money wrong. We're going to judge people. All those types of things. But it reminds me of that same kind of covenant when you get married, that you're committing to it for better and for worse, for health and times of sickness. And that's what church is like. We're committing to be a part of this pocket of people because we want the kingdom of God to continually grow. And understanding that sometimes church is going to be sinful. It's going to be sick. It's going to be worse. And sometimes it's going to be healthy. It's going to be better. We're going to do some really great things. And the one line that was in this book constantly was this line that said, "You should be a part of a church because when you commit to a group of people like that, you often will do the things that you should do that you would never do alone." So it's the idea that you will do the things that you should do, but you would never do them alone. It makes me think of service projects and even convictions on my own life when it comes to honesty and integrity and morals. It makes me think of mission trips. It makes me think of friendships, people that I would never have given a chance. But when I come to church, all of us hodgepodge, mix of people are in one place, and we need to commit to that and have an understanding and open up to it. Church is not a building we attend, but it is a group of people that we open up to, that we need to have celebrations and joyous moments, and the moments of life that are like the rites of passage. It's like our next step. We need to celebrate that with our church, and then in our losses, in our deaths, and in times of mourning, we need to share that with the church. Because that's what it is. It's just this pocket that we're in right now. It's just a group of people that we're called to share life with. So I thought this week we could think about our church, and we could read some about the church of the New Testament and how they did that, and how God calls groups of people together for a reason, and that's what He's calling us here for, that we might start doing the things that we probably would never do if we went at our faith alone.